This video is sponsored by Squarespace. What's going on, guys? Vincent here from the creativedojo.net. Hope you guys are doing well out there. Today's video, we're actually going to be reviewing 3 products from our friends over at AEJuice. They are sponsoring today's video, but as always, if these products suck, I'll let you guys know straight up. But stay tuned until the end of the video because we're actually giving away everything that we're covering today in this video to you guys, plus more products. So stay tuned for that. The winners will be announced next week. So we've covered AEJuice products in the past before. They create a lot of awesome stuff for a very affordable price. They recently released something called Cyberpunk HUD, and as the name implies, it's very cyberpunkish, Tron style, very retro, metro type stuff. Reminds me of like Ghost in the Shell. Really cool stuff right here. And basically what it consists of is basically a lot of Instagram stories, 15 stories, 20 dark backgrounds, horizontal and vertical versions as well. 30 text neon presets, 15 overlays, and it's all 100% created in After Effects. So it's very customizable. You can pretty much tweak it in every way possible, learn how they built it, and really customize it to your likings right here. And it comes with a lot of sound effects as well. So that's really great. A lot of distortion maps and, just maps in general, glitches you can apply to your footage. A lot of cool, awesome stuff here. I'm going to try to be concise as possible. Let's go ahead and take a look at the animated stories. By the way, this is the AEJuice Pack Manager, which is free. You can go into the windows and open that up right here. You can kind of browse all their products that way in their fast viewer. Pretty cool, awesome stuff. But the first kind of category are animated stories. They're like for Instagram, Facebook stories, YouTube stories. Everyone's adding stories nowadays. Let's say I really like this right here. I'm going to go ahead and double click on it. It's going to rebuild and reconstruct this in After Effects. And as you can see, it's pretty intensive, so I'm going to go ahead and lower my resolution to half, and it's full-on animation right here. So if I go and hop right into the story 10, you're going to see that we have our vertical type story right here. We have our stories UI, which I'm going to go ahead and disable for Instagram in this particular case. And we have tons of controls right here, so we can go ahead and hop into the text right here and go ahead and play around with our text. I'm going to type in Creative Dojo and maybe just space it out just a little bit right here. And we'll go back into the stories and it's going to update with our extruded text. We have full controls over everything, pre-built controls. We can go ahead and change the color from a yellow to like a bright blue. We can change this element here to an orange. And it's going to change different elements in different aspects of this animation right here. And we can maybe change this to like a red. Element 4 will keep kind of like this purple color, and we can increase the distortion size to like 25 or whatever. And then we can go ahead and just do a quick preview, and we get this really nice kind of story title animation, perfect for Instagram, YouTube, any social media stuff involving this kind of cyberpunk type tech, glitchy, cool stuff right here. Really cool stuff. And there are 15 different ones, full with backgrounds, different fonts, different text, different speeds, tons of controls, fully customizable. We also have just generic backgrounds right here. So if you ever need to just kind of add an element to your background on top of your existing titles, this is also an option. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new blank composition, just call this demo right here. And let's go ahead and just kind of add just whatever background we want. Maybe background 17 is what we're liking right here. It's going to add that in. Cool. Tons of cool backgrounds, glitches, heads-up displays, all those cool stuff. And for all those backgrounds, we have vertical versions as well for social media. And of course, we have our text animations. Now, I really like this text animation. Not only do they give you a lot of variation, different fonts, thickness, but they also kind of just give you some inspiration. So if you're trying to design some sort of glitchy, neon type titles, you might not even use these titles, but it's kind of just cool to look at them to kind of give you ideas on, how you want to build your transitions or how you want to, lay out your colors and whatnot. So it's a very good inspiration source and it's pretty cool right here. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's say I really like this text animation 16, double click, add it in. And so I've basically added a background as well as a title. You can combine elements together, tweak it, make it your own. And you can get some pretty cool, unique results as well. And as you can see, we have our background layer, we have our text animation. We'll hop into our animation right here, and we'll go ahead and change the text to something like Creative Dojo. And again, it's all fully customizable, just like the previous preset. And we have our full-fledged extrusion, effects, glitches, all that cool stuff. And it's all customizable for our distortion, text color, elements distortion, text size, opacity, stroke color, all the cool stuff right here, fully customizable just like before. And the rest of the pack is very, very similar. So you have tons of text animations, tons of backgrounds, tons of stories. Lastly, we have some really cool sound effects, which for some reason doesn't actually play in the previewer like the other products do with audio. I'm not really sure why. They are pretty high quality sounds. You have some pre-curated text sound effects libraries for glitches and types of stuff like that. And finally, we have X assets. These are pretty much just assets that you can use in your project, whether you're using the Cyberpunk titles or not. You can always include these distortion maps in your own projects. I'm always building kind of like glitch mats and stuff like that. So it's very, very nice to have these pre-made kind of like glitch maps and displacement maps to kind of create random movement, random animations, tons of variations, intense ones, not so intense ones. We even have some stock footage, like some glitch digital effects that you can overlay on top of your footage. The pros of this pack is that there's tons of elements, it's fully customizable, tons of variations. The only con I can think of is that, it's very, very niche, right? If you're not really creating kind of like these types of genre of things, text style, cyberpunk style, heads up display style, then this pack may not be for you. But again, if you are into that kind of stuff, this pack is fantastic for that. Tons of variation, fully customizable. Very good stuff. Let's go ahead and move on to the next pack, which is the Kinetic Typography pack. Now, this pack is very on trend right now. And basically, it is a bunch of seamless typography poster type stuff. So it's very, very metro. It's very modern, very popular on Instagram nowadays. And as you can see, they're just pretty much all these crazy kinetic chaos, moving text, very like psychedelic, very attention grabbing. And again, these are used a lot for like advertisement, a lot of Instagram stories. So full kind of weird psychedelic type distortion rolls of text. I really like this pack, and some of the pros is that it's fun, it's well designed, it's very popular in style right now, and there's tons of variation. You have a lot of twists, a lot of twirls, a lot of cubes. The twisting and twirls are actually pretty easy to create in After Effects, but when you start creating things like cubes and all sorts of circular maps and stuff, it gets really, really complicated really fast. It can be a great start for like concept for your clients and whatnot. So if I like this one, let's go ahead and import this one right here. And as you can see, we have our full typography. Really cool stuff. Animates pretty fast. And this would be a pain in the butt to actually create manually. So this is a great starting point. We can change the background color to anything we want, fully customizable. Hit OK, change the backgrounds, do all your crazy stuff, change the text in here. We can go and change the attention, we can change the logo, we can add our own logo. We can type in AEJuice, go back, and everything will update accordingly, and it gets crazy, it gets really cool. And they're pretty much all like this with variations of distortions. It's a pretty small pack, and what I can say is that it's very, very fun. But again, it's not very versatile if you're not really into these kinds of things. And so is this a must-have? Probably not. But if you do a lot of marketing stuff for Instagram stories and all sorts of kinetic type like this, then this is a great starting point pack for you. Kind of similar to the Cyberpunk pack right here. So a pretty short pack, but cool nevertheless. And the last pack I want to talk about is the new titles collection. So the past two packs that we talked about were kind of like niche products. If you were into it, then it's a great product, but it wasn't necessarily essential. Now, something like this, the titles pack, is actually a very, very affordable pack, and I think it is the most versatile. So I think that everyone should have a pack like this. So it is a good buy for a lot of people, whether you're a filmmaker, motion designer, or a visual effects artist. Having a bunch of lower thirds, you're gonna be using lower thirds all the time for the most part, at least I do. So they're all pre-animated, lots of variations here, horizontal ones, diagonal ones, vertical ones, all sorts of colors, all sorts of speeds. There's a lot of flashy ones for like social media, Instagram type sales. And there are a few simple ones that are pretty cool as well. So these are really very, very poppy. And this is what I noticed kind of about the style of this pack. Very, very flashy, very, very cool for Instagram marketing. We have some kind of like, kind of cliche brushes ones if you're really into this kind of stuff, whether it's for a YouTube video or whatnot. Personally, not a fan of these brushes ones. Now, these call-out ones are pretty nice because a lot of people use them for like tech review videos, highlighting certain aspects of products. And so you can actually go ahead and let's go and take a look at one of these here, import one in. And as you can see, we have our control right here. It animates pretty fast. And you can go into the controls, change all the colors like you would expect, text color, box color. And essentially you can kind of track your object, whether it's a product or anything you're trying to highlight. And you can, link the position X and Y to these sliders right here. And you can control kind of where it points to it, where it sticks onto things. And you can edit the text and say whatever you want. And so it's a very nice way to kind of create those call outs that you see a lot in tech review videos. So we have these pre-animated kind of like text areas. We can post a lot of text per se. So like this little text area right here, description flat, or like a description O2 flat for sales, and more descriptions, quotes, things like that. If you want to kind of quote people, cool for like informational video. And of course you have the classic lower thirds, all pre-animated, tons of cool stuff, simple ones, background ones, again, diagonal ones, all sorts of colors, all sorts of animations. And of course, they're all customizable, just like the other stuff. And then once we go down here, we have my favorite section, which are these simple titles, right? You don't really want these fancy, crazy titles. This is for like transition slides or, transition overlays you can have to kind of highlight certain topics of the video. Simple titles, Neon 5 right here. Simple title O2 flat. A lot of variation, order now. And if you keep on going, you're going to see pretty much the same thing. We have little chat boxes, all sorts of different styles for social media and just overlay videos. And I think this is a very, very useful pack. Now, the only downside to this pack that I found is that I wish there were more simple or cleaner presets. There are clean presets on here, like the box title O1 flat right here, but there are a lot of cleaner ones. They're all kind of very, very colorful, very, very friendly, bubbly, great for attention grabbing, but not so much the cleaner, minimalistic type animations. Of course, you can always customize it and change the colors and make it simple, but I would like to have a lot more simple lower thirds, kind of like the simple titles right here, but for simple lower thirds, a lot cleaner ones. I wish they had that more. But if you're into these kind of things, this is fantastic. They're dynamic, they're responsive, so they stretch and expand to the size of your text, so you don't have to worry about that. And the best part is products like Titles and Cyberpunk, it's all going to work in Premiere Pro via their AEJuice Pack Manager 3 plugin for Premiere Pro. And they come as MOGRT files, so you can pretty much apply them and customize them right in Premiere Pro itself. So if I go ahead and just double click on this, it's going to import this box title right here that I really like. And just like any MOGRT files, you can go ahead and click on the title right here, and we have our pre-rigged controls. So you can change the text color, the position, if you want to move it to the side, bottom right. You can scale it down to 75%, make it a little bit smaller. And you have all the fine controls that you would expect in a fully customizable lower third pack, title pack from this pack. Very, very cool. Customize the text, do whatever you want. And strangely enough, I found that the AEJuice Pack Manager 3 for Premiere Pro is way more fluid than the AE version. I mean, like when I scroll through this thing, it's very, very, very smooth, and things preview instantly compared to the AEJuice Pack Manager and After Effects, where things are a lot sluggish. But again, you can access pretty much your Kinetic Typography, Cyberpunk, and other elements using the Premiere plugin. This is kind of a new addition to the AEJuice family. Before I talk about the giveaway, I want to give a quick thanks to our sponsors over at Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to create an amazing website, whether it's for your store, online business, or portfolio. They create amazing themes to choose from, fully customizable so you can make it the way you want it to look like without having any coding knowledge required. They have awesome 24-hour support, and best of all, if you use the promo code DOJO at checkout, you can actually save 10% off your order and support the Dojo. So check it out over at squarespace.com/dojo. Squarespace, the #1 place to create an amazing website. So about the giveaway, we're actually giving away 2 copies of the full Premiere Pro bundle. So this bundle includes everything that we talked about: Cyberpunk, Titles, Kinetic Typography. It even includes Liquid Elements, Transitions, Shape Elements 1 and 2, Sound Effects Pro, and the Seamless Transition Pack. This whole pack is worth $639. You can actually pick it up for $189, but we're giving away 2 copies for free, all these products for free to 2 of you guys out there. It's very easy to enter. All you need to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Creative Dojo YouTube channel, as well as subscribe to the AEJuice's YouTube channel, links in the video description down below. Then leave a comment down below telling us what you like best about these AEJuice products, whether it's Cyberpunk or titles or Kinetic Typography. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. And if you want an additional submission, share this review and tag us on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. You can actually try all these products for free for 7 days. There's no limitations or watermarks. So if you're on the fence about buying any of these products, feel free to try it in After Effects. They're working on adding the free trial to the Premiere version very, very soon. So just try it out in After Effects for now. This is really great stuff by AEJuice. We're really thankful to be working with them and to do this giveaway for you guys. I know you guys love these things, so we're gonna try to do more giveaways in the future, but mad thanks to AEJuice for sponsoring today's video. So let me know what you guys think about these products down below in the comments. Subscribe for more content like these. Until next time, guys, my name is Vincent Wynn from the Creative Dojo, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.